Hey, what's up? Hello. If you're new here, my name is Kayla and you are watching Kayla's Bookish Vibes. Today, we are starting another, I don't know what to call these. I struggle between whether to call them reading vlogs or a week in my life, you know? Typically, it takes me about a week to film these. And I'm reading and discussing books as we're doing it. So, I don't know what I call this video. It's either going to be a reading vlog or it's going to be a week in my life. It's kind of both. I just don't know what I titled this video, but you know, you clicked on it. Today is Halloween. It is the 31st of October. And we are preparing to take our boys to a fun place. They don't know where we're going yet, so I don't want to say. We decided to go because it's the first day that it's in town here. And I'm hoping that because it's the first day, it won't be as crowded. And because it's on a Thursday, it won't be as crowded. But, ooh, child. Y'all, in my last vlog, I was out of breath a lot. I will be out of breath a lot in this one. It comes with being pregnant, okay? Okay. One of the books that we were going to be reading in today's video is Model Home by River Solomon. I purchased this book in our last vlog when I stopped at Barnes and Noblier. So I want to start reading this one. I'm currently not reading anything, and I want to start off the month of November reading this one. It's not very long, so I'm hoping I can finish it pretty quickly in this vlog. And then I think I'm also going to read in this video Mama Day by Gloria Naylor. This is also a book that was on my like October spooky season TBR. Obviously, I didn't read all the books in the month of October, and a lot of them will be rolling over into November. But I want to read as many books off of that list as I can, because honestly, those are the only books that I really have out. Everything else is still packed away, and I'm in no rush to unpack them. So hopefully, these are the two books that we'll be reading in today's video. We're going to start with Model Home, though, for sure. I wanted to do an intro to this video and let you guys know what books we're going to be reading, and I guess I will come back to you guys when I have some initial thoughts on Model Home by River Solomon. I'm actually very excited to read both of these books. This one I'm excited because I'm excited to read both of them for the same exact reason. I've read other books by these authors this year. Actually, it was my first time reading from each of these authors, and I loved both of those books so much. I will put them on the screen. But I read both of these books earlier this year, and I absolutely loved them. I loved the writing and the storytelling of them both. So here I am now wanting to read more from those authors and discover more of their works. So I'm excited to get into this one first.
I thought we was taking a picture.
No, it's a video.
Oh. God bless. God bless everyone.
Hope I do.
10/10 recommend coming to the fair for Halloween. Were you surprised? Because that was him being a scary mummy. 10/10 recommend. It's like not crowded at all, and the only people that are here are people with kids, like small kids or kids their age. The lines are fast. We get unlimited rides today. I don't know why, but it was like free entry and unlimited rides for I think like $10. Can't beat it. I'm tired. I'm sitting down, taking a little water break, and then we'll get back at it. The other two went to the bathroom. Me and the crew, we at the fair. Look at him. He ain't wearing underwear. You don't check my rhymes. Then you out of time.
Oh wow. you were rapping about books.
No, I wasn't. You missed my whole rhyme.
Where's my binder? Turn my pages.
It's alright. When he watches back and he hears my rhyme, he's gonna be mad he missed it. Hi. Welcome back to my work desk and my unpacked books. So, you know how in the intro of this video I said that we were going to be reading this haunted house? Is that the name of the book, child? I don't know. Obviously I made that title up. At the beginning of this video I said that we were going to be reading Model Home by River Solomon and Mama Day by Gloria Naylor. Here's the thing. You guys are cricket. We did start reading Model Home and I'm like 40% through that book and I'm really enjoying it. I love River Solomon's way of writing, how they are able to like say things without actually saying them. You kind of have to dig for them. I know some people don't really like that writing. It requires like a lot of work mentally, but I personally really enjoy River Solomon's style of writing. And if, you know, I were a writer, if I could actually write, that's the type of writer I would want to be. But anyway, besides the point, we have started that book and we are 40% into that book. But I am deciding to DNF that book, and not like a hard DNF, but it's a soft DNF to where we're just like laying it to the side for now. I'm pretty sure I'm going to finish it by the end of the month because I'm already 40% into it, but we're just not going to be continuing to read it for this vlog. We also never started Gloria Naylor's book, Mama Day. Instead, we started reading Beloved by Toni Morrison. We're about 30% through that book currently. And we're also going to set that aside as a soft DNF. I am loving that book, by the way. I've never read that book. It is an absolute classic. I don't typically read classic literature, but, you know, Beloved, spooky season, it seemed fitting. So I started reading that. I'm about 30% through, but I also set that aside. And here's why. Even though I'm loving both of these books, like I'm enjoying my reading experience with them 110%, mentally, I just cannot. Mentally, I cannot. I know I started this vlog on October 31st. It is now November 12th. It's like a lot of days have passed, okay, since that first intro clip. And a lot of things have happened since then, right? Number one, we found out the gender of baby Rutledge number 3. If you are new to my channel, I am expecting this will be baby number 3 for me. And we recently found out the gender, which was so exciting. I'll go ahead and enter like a clip here to share with you all what we will be having. Today, Mom has already found out the gender of baby Rutledge number 3. You guys excited?
Yeah.
What do you think it's gonna be, LJ?
Boy.
What do you think, Joe?
Yeah.
What do you think, Dad?
I think it's a boy.
I think it's a boy. I already know what it is because obviously I had to attend the doctor's appointment. So these 3 cannot wait for a proper gender reveal party. Like they need to know right now. So right now I'm at Target and I'm going to pick up 3 gifts. They're going to open them at the same time. And once they open those gifts, I'll know what baby Rutledge number 3 will be. Let's go. Here are the rules. I'm going to hand you your bag. You have to wait until I say open it. LJ, this one is yours. Dad, this one is yours. Jojo, this one is yours. Are you ready to find out what baby number 3 is?
Yes.
Okay, ready, go. Dad, there's something else in yours in your bag. I want to see the baby.
Let's say.
It's a girl.
Oh my goodness.
Bows. Clippers?
Oh my goodness. It's a girl.
It's a girl. Yay, so exciting. So many of you already follow me over on Bookstagram, and if you do, then they saw it there first because I made it into like a little reel so that I could share it with my family. And then after sharing it with my family, I posted it on social media. So you guys already knew that if you were following me over on Bookstagram, which if you're not, you should be following me over there. So we found out that amazing news, super positive. And then literally the same day, we found that information out on election day. Then later on that night, obviously the election happened, results happened, and I've been spiraling ever since. It's been like an uphill battle. It has literally been me physically and emotionally like fighting for my peace. And so reading those books is conflicting with that. It's conflicting with where I want my mind to be. and how I want my emotions to feel. And obviously your mind and your emotions and how you feel during pregnancy is extremely important. So I'm having to actively make sure and protect myself, protect my heart, protect my mind, and protect my thoughts, and really just try and make sure that I'm in the best place possible. And reading those books right now in this moment isn't what's best for me. So instead, we started reading an arc, and it is a romance because obviously I need all the positive energy. So I started reading No Ordinary Love. I'll put the actual cover on the screen so you can see it in color, by Maya Ariel. I'm enjoying this book so far, and I'm so glad that I like put those other two books aside, even though I was loving them. But right now, No Ordinary Love, I'm really liking. So we're following, our female main character's name is Ella, and she is an artist. Like, she sings. She is like an R&B / pop artist, and she's like not an up-and-coming artist. Like, she's well into the game. She's around 30 years old, which I love when romances, when the female main characters and the male main characters are closer to my age. They just seem more mature, and they're not like, you know, if I'm not reading a YA romance, I would prefer for my characters to be a little older in my romances. And this is an adult romance. So Ella is a singer, and she's going through a divorce. Her husband is like a super powerful producer, her manager. And obviously there's a conflict of interest there, and they are going through a divorce. And it seems to be like on the low, like it's a quiet divorce, or she's trying to make it as quiet as possible because she wants to salvage her career. And he, however, is playing lots of games. And because he is like this powerful man in the industry, he has a lot of tools at his disposal, we'll say. Well, the male main character is a Major League Baseball player. And baby, he's got money, okay? I think they said he's making like 9 figures in his contract. 9. He's fine as wine. And yeah, it's not like love at first sight, but you can just tell from the vibes they're feeling each other, and I'm loving it. It's so sweet. So the tension is already there, and we're not even like 20% into this book, and I'm really enjoying it. I read Maya Ariel's debut novel last year because I really enjoyed that one as well. And I'm pretty sure I read that one as an arc also, When I Think of You by Maya Ariel. That one was really good. And if you loved that book, I think you will really enjoy this one. Also, if you loved Real by Kennedy Ryan, it's also kind of giving those same vibes. Which, When I Think of You was about a young lady trying to break into the like movie industry. She wanted to be a director. And this one, I'm loving how she's picking the topics of her books, because they're not just like, you know, run-of-the-mill romances where the person is like a, I don't know, has like a really regular boring job, but they have like really interesting jobs. So you're also interested in how they're going to navigate their careers as well as the romance aspect of it. It's just a good time, good vibes. It's bringing me good energy, good thoughts. So I'm really enjoying that one, and I think I'm going to go ahead and stick with this book. If you're currently following me on Goodreads, you're probably thinking like, girl, you got like 12 books that you're reading right now. And I kind of do. Like, I'm not going to take the book by River Solomon or Beloved off, because I do want to finish those books this month. So if I just keep them up there, I will eventually finish them. But I'm also reading The Kind Word Killing by Peter Swanson on audio. So that's also on my current read. So currently, according to Goodreads, I'm reading 4 books right now, which I guess I kind of am, but the life of a mood reader. I wanted to come and give that update because at the beginning of this video, I'm pretty sure I said what books we're going to be reading, and we're not reading those. So I will come back to you all later on when I'm not working and I can sit down and actually read some more. I can't wait to get back into this romance, and I realized that's what I was missing, like wanting to get back into whatever book that I'm reading. If I'm not excited about reading the book, I should probably just DNF. And it wasn't that I wasn't excited about reading Model Home or Beloved. I was just dreading going back to those emotions because I'm already so like emotional about so many other things that I don't also want to read such an emotional book. Typically when I'm reading darker emotional books, it's because I'm in a really good place mentally in like my actual real life. Like those things are going amazingly well, so I can afford to read these dark books. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I just want to be in a good place mentally, and the romance is helping me get there. Now I'm rambling. I will see you guys later when I've read some more of No Ordinary Love. We're continuing reading No Ordinary Love by Maya Ariel. I want to say I'm like 40% through with this book. Let me see. 39% through with this book. It says I have like 3 hours and 52 minutes left to read. It's been a few more days since that last clip. I have been doing the best that I can, you know, under these circumstances, under these life circumstances. I've been doing the best that I can. Okay, just trying to maintain. But we're about to get back into this book. I have been reading, and I've been really enjoying this book. But as far as pulling off this camera and updating you all, I've been slacking. And for that, I apologize. But we're about to get into some reading right now, so. First of all, this reading chair, no regrets, especially now that I'm getting bigger. And I don't mean big as in like colossal, I mean big as in like, now that I'm getting bigger, this chair, I'm so glad that I got the size that I did. As far as like the width of it and how wide it is extremely cozy to sit in, especially now that I'm just getting bigger and bigger. But this book, I'm really enjoying. I'm loving the tension between our female main character and our male main character. This is a slow burn, so if you're not into slow burns, I know everyone's not into slow burns. If you're not into the slow burns, you're not going to like this book, and you probably won't like Maya Ariel's debut novel either. So a lot of the book is the FMC and the MMC like building up the tension, like the tension between each other. That's most of the book. Like most of the book is the tension being built up, and then, you know, you get to the spicy bits, and it's not really like a lot of spice, but to me, because you've been anticipating the spice for so long, it makes the spice even better, and I don't have to like tap past those parts because I actually really enjoy them, versus when it's just like very spice heavy and it's like spice from the beginning. I literally just tap past the spicy scenes. I don't even read them because like it's not doing anything for me or this story. But with the way that like Maya Ariel, Christina Forrest is another one that I really enjoy. Mimi Grace is one that I really enjoy. Even Kennedy Ryan, even though she's usually like spicier than the woman I just mentioned. Etta Easton is a new one that I've discovered, and I think I really like her writing as well. I've only read one book by her, but like the pacing of her spice and the pacing of her romance, I really did enjoy. Now, Etta Easton is another one, but so is Maya Ariel. They both only write their romances from the female's point of view, and for me that's annoying. I know some people prefer that, they only like one point of view, but for me, I really want two POVs. I feel like that makes the romance even better. I want to know what the female is thinking. I want to know what the male is thinking in regards to the female. Sometimes you get like a little backstory about the male or the female, and you get to know like why they are the way that they are, why they choose to make certain decisions that they choose to make. I think Maya Ariel does a good job at giving us backstory with dialogue between the two main characters, so we do get some of the male main characters like backstory because of the dialogue that's going on between them, and like how she's setting it up so that they can get to know each other. But I would really just like to know what's going on in his mind, and like how does he feel about Ella, which I believe is our female main character's name. Yeah, Ella Simone. I'm really enjoying our female main character. Honestly, if I don't enjoy the female main character, I really don't enjoy the romance, but I do enjoy Ella. I am enjoying her. I'm enjoying the little relationship between her and her mother. It's extremely relatable in this book. For me, I won't go into too much because I don't want to spoil anything. I'm also really enjoying the male main character. The only person that I'm really disliking is the soon-to-be ex-husband, but that is because he is written to be unlikable. Okay, Elliot is so trash, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how Ella is able to like rid her life of this fool. So that's good. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. So far, it's feeling like a good solid 4-star. Romance is exactly what I needed in this moment. It is taking my mind off of all the foolishness. The perfect way to wind down on a Friday after work is reading this sweet little romance, and I'm enjoying it. I'm so glad that I decided to set everything else to the side and just pick this up because it's exactly what I needed. And it's not long. It's not a long romance. I don't know how many pages it is, but it's not very long. And it's like right to the point, you know? I'm loving it. I'm loving it. So I'm going to continue reading. Maya Ariel does a really good job at depicting, like, I guess the career that our main character is in. She's a singer and she just had like a radio interview. But like after reading the radio interview, I really felt like I was just sitting and listening to an actual radio interview. And even like her scene where there was a music video being filmed, I really felt like I was on set watching a music video being filmed. And especially coming from a generation where like 106 in Park was the thing and like music videos were a thing, and that if you didn't have a music video on 106 in Park, your song probably really wasn't all that great, you know. And like artists put a lot of energy and effort into their music videos. Coming from that generation and then living now where like music videos aren't nearly as important. It's all about like if your sound is trending on TikTok, it's mad annoying. I feel like reading this is taking me back to like my high school days where I wanted to listen to the radio interviews from the artists. I wanted to watch their music videos. I wanted to watch the behind the scenes of the music videos and how it was made. I can remember literally watching B2K. I'm definitely aging myself here, but I can literally remember watching a behind the scenes of a B2K video in my little purple room as a teeny bopper, like so enthralled with how they made music videos. Same with Aaliyah. I remember watching like behind the scenes of Aaliyah music videos, and I loved that. So reading this book is kind of like taking me back to the good days where music videos, you know, were valuable. And so were radio interviews. So yeah, just a little input there. Hey y'all. It's absolutely ridiculous how long it has taken me to film this reading vlog and how long it has taken me to read this book. It is now November 22nd. And I know for a fact I started this vlog October 31st. Why has it taken me 22 days to film this vlog? I don't know, and I apologize. I mean, I know why. I'm just tired all the time and getting things like prepared and ready for other things in life. And I'm just like, the vlog, okay, let's get back to the vlog. We have officially finished No Ordinary Love. We actually have finished it a while ago by Maya Ariel. I gave this book, I'm gonna put the cover on the screen. I loved it. I gave the book 4 stars, and it was like the perfect book to read during like this moment, this season of my life these past couple of weeks. It was very sensual in a way, but not like super spicy, but the spicy parts I think were perfectly paced. I would consider this a slow burn because the spicy parts didn't happen until like probably well after the 40% mark. So I would personally consider it a slow pace. I think I've already given you a brief synopsis of this book, so I'm just going to tell you how I felt about the different things in the book. I loved our FMC, our female main character, loved her down. I loved her career and how much we got of her career and her navigating it. So the book is more, it is a romance, but it's more than the romance. Like it's not just about the relationship. It's also about her career and how she's navigating things in her career and how her career is being affected because her ex-husband played such a huge role in her career. I love that the male main character was a Major League Baseball player. I don't know if I would consider this like a sports romance though, because although we got like bits and pieces of the sports, it wasn't like super sport heavy. So if you're not into baseball, you don't have to worry about that. It's not like super sports heavy. Sorry if you can hear the sirens. I'm literally right by the window. I also love that we got his background, his backstory. Now this is only one point of view. We only get Ella's point of view, which is the female main character. And I personally prefer to have dual POV in my romances. But I can say with Maya Ariel's writing, because this is the second book that I've read by her, she does a really good job at giving backstory and adding depth to our male main character through like dialogue between the two characters, like them getting to know each other. So it's almost like as Ella is getting to know this man, so are we. And I do feel like she gives enough to where you don't necessarily need the dual POV in her books, although I still do prefer romances with dual POV. When it comes to Maya Ariel, she has become an auto-author for me. I don't necessarily need it. I know that I feel like I'll still know the male main character after reading her books because she gives so much like backstory and intrigue, and we do get like just bits and pieces of his life, and we get follow up with his life. So we do feel like we get closure with his part of the story as well. The only thing that I think I could critique about this book, and I think what kept me from giving it a 5-star, I wanted more moments between our male main character and our female main character. I wanted more romantic scenes. I wanted more like dates, more getting to know each other in real time. There is a portion of this book where they're getting to know each other over voice notes. And while I really do love that, because it's something that I actually really enjoyed in The Neighbor Favor, I loved how they were communicating on like via email, and that's kind of how they got to know each other a little bit. With this one, it was kind of similar in that way, but they were getting to know each other over voice notes. And I really just wish we would have gotten more with them actually physically together, like in the same room. And I think she could have accomplished that by cutting out some of the flashback scenes that we got with her and her ex-husband. I mean, technically they're not exes in the book because they're going through the divorce in the book, but they're separated. So I'm going to call him her ex-husband. There were moments where we're like getting back their backstory and how like they met and how she fell for him and then how she realized that was a mistake and how, you know, and I feel like if we would have like maybe cut out some of those bits and added just more of her and Miles together, I would have enjoyed it more, because we don't like Elliot. I think that's his name. We don't like Elliot from the beginning. You don't have to convince me on why we don't like him. In the beginning, he's her ex-husband. He's using his influence and his power to take advantage of her. That's it. Now I don't like him. You don't have to convince me by sharing their backstory why I shouldn't like him. I just already don't like him. And she did such a good job at building up Miles that I just automatically started rooting for him to be with Ella. So I feel like it was kind of like wasted space. Like the Elliot and Ella backstory took up space that we could have just used for Miles. You know, like we're here for Miles. We don't give a damn about Elliot. Those are my thoughts and those are my feelings about that book. I highly recommend. I believe this book will be released in April. I'll put the date here on the screen just to confirm in case I've completely made that date up. I have not finished reading Model Home, but I think that is going to be the book that I pick up next. I am in a much better place mentally, physically, in all the ways possible. I'm in a much better place, and I do really want to get back to that book because it is so well written. It is such a well written book. River Solomon, we'll talk about it. I'm going to vlog that experience reading that book. It'll be a reading vlog, and we'll get into that. I don't want to like convolute and mix things up. So just know that'll be the next book that I'm reading. So that's all I have for today's vlog. We're going to try and get this, like, I'm going to try and edit it. We're headed out on the road to go see my mom back home. So I'm going to edit in the car on the 6-hour drive, and we're going to have this video up this Sunday. That is my goal. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I know my consistency has like gone down tremendously, and you all have been so patient and understanding that in this season of life, things are just going to look a little different for me. So I really appreciate your support and you continuing to watch my videos, people are continuing to subscribe, and I'm still getting comments. And so it's really refreshing to still see engagement on my channel, even though I'm not been as consistent as I would really like to be. And I want to say that I'm going to do better, but I just don't know. Like right now, things are up in the air. Okay. Things are up in the air, and I'm trying and doing the very best that I can. So thank you so much for watching. If you stayed to the end of today's video, please leave this emoji to let me know that you stayed until the very end. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.